Don't interrupt Terrace's train of thought, please.
How much is it?
It's 100.
Terrace with some suited Broadway cards.
$1,000.
Jesus,
There we go. I like that.
No, but like,
If Doug loses, you owe me $2,000. If Mike loses, I owe you $2,000.
And Doug with ace-8 suited is going to make it 3,400.
Mike's my guy.
Okay, let's do it.
You ever hear the slogan, just so you know?
How much do I care about?
Yeah, I thought you actually had
I got a full set.
You want action, huh?
Before I play this hand,
I was very surprised.
You really want action.
What is Chuck Norris
Take
saying
it.
down there?
5K that I do not lose.
Play your hand.
Alex, you're scaring the hell out of
What odds are you giving?
We don't know what you're saying.
Jacqueline checking in from Durham, UK, trying to understand the game. Jacqueline, for tonight's game, so are we. It has been a fun time tonight. 55 hands in.
Hell yeah,
Terrace, give me your cup, dude. I'm gonna fix your whole poker game in one drink. Where's your cup, man? Give me your cup. You're going through way too much. You're going through way too much.
I give 2 to 1 on 5K.
I got you, man.
The odds you don't lose are like 7 out of 8.
Action flop here. Terrace hits top pair. Doug with the flush draw.
Trying to make sure. I mean, I always double and triple check.
Terrace gave me 5 to 1. You give me 5 to 1, I'll take it.
Like sometimes I do dumb shit, you know.
I didn't bring
3, by the way. 3. Freddie. Here. This is from...
What is that?
No, that's not my bet. That's not my bet.
What are you doing? What is that?
I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna bet.
No, but like, why did you throw in the money?
It's for her. It's for her. 24.
All right, thank you so much, man.
More tequila. Terrace down the hatch.
I'd like a sugar-free Red Bull.
You got cluckers? Good?
unreal good.
Top tier, huh?
Alex, why do you think you deserve to eat right now? You're down a lot of money.
Okay, I think I have to call him.
Can I do a sugar-free Red Bull with a cup of ice?
Same.
A glass, please. Not like
Just one call. Okay, I check blind. I check blind. Like Phil Hellmuth.
And glass of wine, please.
You like Phil Hellmuth.
Doug is going to continue.
Glass of wine, please.
He's going to bet 11,000. Pot-sized bet here.
What time is it? Or Louis.
And number 55.
It's so good, though.
You guys got kids eating applesauce?
You keep that a secret the whole time. Yeah. No, I knew about it yesterday.
Let me think about this.
Does anyone want to dial up Marco's TV?
Take your time, Garrett.
Alex, call Marco. Yo,
If anyone
Got
turn
mine,
the
do you?
stream on.
tell Marco to turn the stream on. Noon, 5:35.
Doug looking for an ace or a club. Terrace facing the $11,000 pot.
This will go past 8.
Nothing personal, just business.
Do we got
Do really well.
I'm not doing anything but playing.
This is a great hand.
Makes
Does it need a minute?
the call.
I feel like I got a call.
Is that
It's nothing
10?
personal, just business.
No, actually.
This is your best opportunity.
You said
to
nothing
stay as a
personal,
fan.
just business.
Doug?
I guess the 2K incentive to
We don't have
pre-roll, was it not?
add-ons. You could literally win everything we have.
I checked.
Yo,
Doug looking for a club or an ace.
I might be on
Does not come to pair, though, for
the
Terrace.
only opportunity to win everything we have. This is your only time to win everything
Did the
we
draw
have.
hit? I
We
don't know.
cannot
'Cause I don't
add
want
on.
to look. Just gonna.
Will
I don't
Doug
even
fire
know. What was the
again?
last card? I'm just gonna.
Win-win for you.
all in?
All in.
Oh boy.
I call.
Makes the call. The biggest pot of the day.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
All right.
$103,000 pot.
Just business.
Why couldn't it be a club?
Wow.
I mean,
We
that
thought a
made it so
$50,000 pot was going to happen today.
It was like,
How about $103,825?
You're Terrace?
Doug, I was rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe you got that.
Bob Casey, Ariel, thank you as always. He watches every single stream that we put out there.
One card and played the
Thursday,
hand.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week. Not just the big ones.
Why not? Yeah.
We appreciate all you loyal fans that have been supporting us since day number one
Flip it over.
as we approach 150K subs.
Everybody follow pre-fall?
Pocket tens for
I
Doug.
open and folded.
What was the card?
King.
King. He showed one king. I mean, you could have so much advantage, like post-flop. I guess. I don't know. What do you think?
No, that's definitely true. You have an advantage post. I agree.
Like,
I mean, if I didn't have a king in my hand.
No, but the advantage is like unbelievable, I think.
It's not, you can't overcome it. You're screwed. Unless like a king comes out and then you just fold because you know you're gonna get his king.
Yeah, but let's say the flop is like 2, 3, 4.
Alex does not have his skull in front of him, a.k.a. the nit button.
Like,
But he's got a suited queen 3.
Versus like your unknown hand.
And he is in position on Doug. Does he want to battle?
I mean, I wonder if Pia Solver or Pio Solver can figure something like that out.
Taking a lot of time here, pre. Alex has that look like he just wants to blast off. He's going to 4-bet to 11.
Wow.
11-6.
That was crazy.
People are going to try it out.
Thank you.
And Doug locked in on Alex's stack. Let me see how much you're cooking with, sir.
Torch.
He has the number in his head now. Now he's looking at his own chips. How are we going to proceed?
Going to make the call, and we're going to see a flop. Alex needs some help here.
That's not help.
No. But Alex has made some of the most amazing plays on live streams in the past.
Doug is relentless with his nit button. Oh, so sticky. He's got an overpair to the board and a gutter. The next best thing besides flopping a set. He'll take this board 7 days a week.
Thank you, Johnny B. Good.
And the action is on Doug first, I believe, unless he snap checked. It's showing that the action is on Doug, but he has that stare looking at Alex. So I believe the action is on Alex. And he goes for a C-bet of $10,000 with Queen 3 of spades.
The heart of a champion, Alex.
Don't try this at home, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't even look nervous. This is Stone Cold Killer over here on the right side of your screen.
Quick call from Doug.
You got to shut it down if you're Alex. Unless you hit a queen.
Oh, my God.
The queen of clubs from outer space lands here on the turn in the studio.
Under the lights. Oh, my goodness.
What a bink.
Took my breath away.
Kind of just felt like he was drawing dead. And you were wondering if he was just going to torch it all. But instead, it's top pair. And what a welcoming sight for Alex. As there's complete silence in the studio. A rare occurrence today.
Doug now looking for an 8 or a 10. And it goes check, check. And the check mark now for Alex. And that check, check on the turn.
How's Doug going to play this on the river here? You might think his 10s are good. Second pair, like we've mentioned already, nit button. Clubs miss. Does have showdown value. Could do a little blocker bet. If it gets checked to Alex, what does he do? Is he satisfied in this pot size? Or will he go for a little bit of value? Nobody knows. His action's on Doug. It looks like he's leaning on a bet. But for what price?
Wow.
And that is not a block bet.
That's
a big one.
36,000?
31?
31,000. Alex reaching for the Modelo.
Not sure what he's reaching for.
The Modelo.
It's a Modelo. #1 beer in America.
Never fold.
He's not folding, right? If you mess around with a hand like this pre-flop, you see bet flop.
It's a stupid hand. I should never be involved in this hand.
No, you shouldn't. What a sicko!
This one, like, I really should not be involved in this fucking hand. All the other hands, it's my way, but this one.
It's ridiculous.
I was going to value bet if you check the river, I think.
He's not folding, ladies and gentlemen. Put in the $31,000 and hear the LOLs.
The river.
Oh, my God.
Table's going to blow up in
I'm
laughter.
going to value bet, for sure. I mean, you're not going to turn jacks or tens into a bluff here.
Or are you?
What do you have, Dougie?
How good is Alex?
Suited, yeah, jack 10 suited. You could have that a lot.
He's calling.
Man, I don't think I can beat any value because you wouldn't bet jacks or tens.
Yes, he would.
You got a weird 2-pair here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fold. I just definitely gonna bet the river if you check.
This is the point that Doug knows that he's screwed.
31. You won't bet jacks or tens. I can only beat a bluff.
Make the call, Alex.
I don't see how I'm beat here unless you have a set. Some weird 2-pair. All right. 31? All right.
All right.
It's my fault. One more leg before I
Makes the call.
Tens? All right, yes, you would have. That tens there.
105,000.
Turn it into a bluff. I wouldn't think you turn tens into a bluff.
What a hand.
All right, I'm at on 100.
Yeah.
And the gloves are off. Adding on 100K. Are we hitting overtime or not?
I don't know if that was. I like to see a breakdown like that. Like,
Look at Rampage's face there.
Give her a rest, Alex. Jesus. She came here a couple of months ago.
She asked for an apology. I saw that.
Yeah, she asked. That was.
I thought I was 100. Here's the button. Great news.
All right, so 3 raised to 1,000. We need a big line out there.
She actually said, "Get on one knee and apologize." Right over there.
She said, "I thought you were going to."
Oh, she did?
I think so.
How did you respond?
That's what I remember.
I said that. You know, I said the things I believed at the time, and since then we don't know the answer, and I really appreciate her coming out.
Very
What else can I really say?
Very diplomatic of you.
Could have gone in a lot of different directions.
Yeah.
Like, my thinking is that if she actually did cheat, why cheat in that spot?
That
It's like
kind
a
of
50-50.
thinking, I just don't really agree.
1,300?
Really,
That's my
in
bet.
general.
Maybe it's completely off. Like, you could find a much better spot to shoot.
1,300, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So,
I don't know.
regardless of whether or not there was cheating, she's still a pretty new player. Like I was briefly.
Like, why not cheat when you have the nuts in the river? Or you don't need to cheat when you got the nuts.
I would guess she just didn't realize.
Like, why cheat when it's a coin flip? Like, it's so weird, and it's gonna look so odd.
Unless it's like a buzzer on your leg that's like, hey, you win.
This is what I thought.
Jordy hits a king on the turn.
And she didn't realize how
I think she was
suspicious
the
it was.
underdog, actually, wasn't she? Like
Yeah.
47% or something like that.
But if
Like,
she,
why cheat when you're
because if she was just getting buzzed, say she
Doug's
won
gonna
high,
fire out here.
47% or 97%, she would just get a signal saying you are going to win this.
Dead to a 4.
Okay, well, that's a hypothesis.
For sure.
We don't know
yeah.
how these people cheat. Like, you know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
When you say coin flip, I'm so scarred that I thought you were going to say coin flex. It was a coin flip. I'm like, really? We're going to do, and then it was coin flip, and I'm like, oh.
Can Doug get another bluff through? Got 3 or 4 bluffs through last night. Already won today. Jordy says nope.
bets, 36,000.
Doug.
Call.
You win.
Doug tried to tell the story. Jordan had big slick, and Jordan will take down a $108,000 pot, the largest pot of the day so far.
Great.
So pretty soon you'll be under the covers.
There you go, Patches.
Aw.
Aces for Schwan here.
Again. I think that's her third time.
Doug with suited Broadway. We've created a monster with Patches.
Seriously. Under the covers. What a dork.
There's a king for Doug. Ron really has heated up this last hour. That's 17,000. He's won some big-time pots. Doug is going to come along for the river. Doug looking for a cowboy on the river. Does not come. Reaching for a bunch of bubble gum. For 5,000 each.
Which is that?
30,000.
Can't see Doug getting away from this one.
Nice hand.
Schwan.
Incredible.
Nice little heater at the end of the night now, sitting on 195,000.
Within 5 hands. Schwan had a $102,000 pot against British Bulldog, and now 111,000 from Doug.
You know, if you like the traps have a logic to them.
Yeah.
So it's not like random hands don't just trap random sizes. It's not like every single hand has to mix into every size consistently.
4,000.
No, I understand that.
So,
but
then if you spend a bunch of time on the logic of that, and then it's like...
But balancing your ratios of all of those is like kind of a nightmare.
Pair for Owen. Straight draw for Doug.
Yeah, this is going to get interesting.
13,400.
It's a big bet from Doug. Full pot. Doug clawed his way back to even, pretty much, going into this hand. If Owen holds up and hangs on, Doug's going to give that position right away again. Owen not going anywhere on the turn. Things could get interesting here on the river. River Jack would be disastrous for Owen. Every other river would be very interesting too, though. It's an offsuit 7. Doug doesn't have any spades in his hand, which is going to make him want to bluff a little bit more often. I think more than likely Doug is going to fire here. Question is what size?
$40,200.
Full pot again.
These guys are good at calculating the size of the pot quickly, I gotta say. Better than me. Owen now stuck with just middle pair. Does he have to call with this hand against this bet? That's what he's thinking about right now. Or does he have enough better hands that he could fold this one? Pivotal moment in the match so far. If Owen calls, he's going to be up about 65,000, which is near his peak. If he folds, he's going to be down 16,000, which would be a valley for him. Lowest point in the match so far. Big spot for the young online player.
This is one of the first real spots I think Owen has been in all match thus far.
Let us know what you think he's going to do in chat. 1, if you think he's going to call. 2, if you think he's going to fold. He doesn't look super happy about it either way. Owen Masseri. All he has to do is flick in a chip to win a 120K pot.
Chan is pretty divided. I think that speaks to how tough the spot is.
Just to recap the action in this hand. Owen raised the button, Doug 3-bet. Owen called, Doug bet on the flop, Doug bet pot on the turn, and now Doug has once again bet pot on the river.
I call.
Wow.
Owen makes a great call. $620,600 pot going his way. With that, he jumps to his peak for the match, up 65,000. Huge spot, nice call from the young online pro.
Yeah, absolutely monstrous call from Owen. That is going to put him back into the lead.
We want to see where you're watching from. Type it in.
Foiled.
Try to give you a shout out.
Did you get foiled?
Where are you watching today?
Oh, a 9 would have been so
Show
brutal. You would have
front.
trapped. I would have been, because that looks like a brick to me too, right?
Yeah.
The ace is a little scarier because it's like there's ways that.
Yeah.
And then I bet, and then you jam, and then I'm just like, oh, yeah, I get stacked. You stack me. You just straight stack me on a.
I know.
On a 9.
Couple diamonds here for Bill.
I know. I know that version of the movie. That's not the movie we saw, though.
Call. Check.
This could get interesting.
2 pair for Doug.
5,500.
5,500.
Well, the overbets are coming into play here, huh?
Just a little. Just a little. Learned my lesson.
Call.
Ooh. That good, huh?
I mean, I call it 50.
There's the diamond.
There it is.
Better be pretty good.
It's gonna be a tough spot. Doug with 1 diamond in his hand.
13,000.
13,000.
In the blender, as you might say.
Yes. We'll see much of the way Doug's going to be able to get away in. He goes all in.
And a
Bluffing.
Wow.
Finally got him.
Wow.
Finally got him.
Sigh, all right.
Finally got him. God.
And that happened quickly, Jake.
Except for
That did
Jack
happen
9
quickly.
Nonsense.
If I build a pot, one of us might have a chance to, you know.
Did you get
What is
unstuck?
it? Get unstuck, you know.
Oh, man. Yes.
All right.
Thank you all for being with us. Coming up on 6.5 hours. Not too shabby. Doug with the jiggities here.
And King Queen suited for Jordy in the small blind. Just makes the call. Now Jack 10 suited for Schwan. So a bunch of good hands right now. She makes the call as well.
So I can see the stack. Thank you.
I'm gonna have to raise you guys.
Ooh.
It's Ross picking a interesting time.
All of you guys.
It's a big squeeze too to 12,000. He loves that 6 times raise.
Wow.
Everyone comes along, so we got about 50K in the pot going into the flop.
Wow.
But I actually have a really good hand.
Wow.
Actually.
Wow. That is a juicy flop right there.
Top pair for Jordy. Open ender for both Juan and Doug. Juan also with a pair.
Check.
Squadouche for Taras.
Blank on the turn, and we see Jordy lead out.
Juan lays it down. Ross says, my 6 high isn't going to do anything here, and Doug will make the call. Doug needs some help here.
With 90,000 in the middle already. It's already a huge pot. We'll see if Jordy decides to go for some value with this top pair.
Big
Terry,
bet.
I'm so excited to play a pot versus you, man.
$53,000 bet.
It's pretty shit Jack's spot.
Raise.
You think that's a good play here?
Doug lays it down. Jordy shows him the queen.
Get paid there. I want to get paid. I don't know how to get paid.
Raise.
Doug Jack 10 raises.
Got a good point.
To 1,000.
Think about.
Alex with the snowmen. Enrique wants 1 hour more. Can't do it, Enrique. We'll be back tomorrow, though. There's the raise from Alex with the snowmen. Reckless DJ, how long can we go? I know there's 5,000 people watching. 4,700. But we got production crew who's been working for a long time. Doug, 4 bets to 12,000. Hand number 199.
Is that 2 orange or 1? Thank you.
Both players extremely deep. Over 150,000. Both players. How about a set for Alex? Top pair for Doug. On an extremely wet board, all spades. $5,000 is the bet. Just a call from Alex. We will see a turn. Check mark for Alex. It's over. As long as he stays in, he will win this hand. Doug checks it 18,000, about a half-size pot bet here. Doug says, I got top pair here. 3 spades out there. Makes the call. Pot now at 70,000. Doug quickly checks. Maybe 35,000?
38.
38,000.
Said 38 or
38.
38.
38,000 is the bet.
Doug shifts in his seat. If he makes this call, it'll be a $147,000 pot, which would rank as the day's largest. We had a $143,000 pot between Mariano and Rampage.
Hate that king. I don't know if you have a king though. Kind of full there. 7 got there. Trap a flush. Think about this. 36 on the turn. 10 on the flop. I don't know if I can let this go. 50 on the turn. 10 on the flop. 46, 24, 40, 60, or 60 on 60 in there. Oh man, 60 in there. Really hate having a jack here. What's your minimum hand? A king. I think you bet a king. Yeah, you bet a king here. That's the tough part. Gives you a bunch of shit.
You're funny to listen to, Doug.
What's up?
You're funny to listen to. You're funny.
How's that?
It's just funny. What you're saying is funny.
Funny like
what? Do you think
what?
I should do? I got a 10 here.
Listen to your heart, to your gut. That's terrorists. Terrorists might tell you.
Well, it would cap off a fitting day here to just lose the last big one. I hate this thought. Should have just folded pre-flop.
This was a great. I should have just folded pre-flop. That's what I thought about the queen 3 until I smacked the queen. Then I'm like, all right, just fucking.
This is legitimately very tough, Terrace. I don't think you.
Just talk out loud.
So I think like.
Just talk.
Would you bet a king here? I actually don't know. King, I don't know. King Jack. I think it's King Queen. So like, what you could have 9-7. That makes a lot. That makes sense. 9-7. But then you have like Jack 9, Queen Jack. Nick game's on. How much are you holding pre? There's a lot of shit out there. Gotta try and get out of the Nick game. 10. Really small flop bet. I hate doing it here. I really do.
Doug's reaching for the calling chips.
I hate doing it.
Makes the call. Gonna see the bad news.
All right.
146,900 is the biggest pot of the day, and that will bring us to the end of what's a little over a 9-hour live stream.
I have like a welt on my head where someone just like smashed me from the side. It's pretty tilting. I guess something you don't think about when you're watching NBA on TV is when a player's complaining about a call, and you're like, dude, just grow up, come on, it doesn't matter. And then you're like, no, if they get hit hard by like some of those guys are like massive professional athletes, you take like a flying elbow to the head while you're trying to make a play, like you're probably gonna be pretty pissed if that isn't a foul. Not even just because like it should be a foul, just like you got hit in the head, you know?
I feel like if the refs want, they can call a foul on any play. It's probably contact that almost.
Well, they definitely can do that. It is in their job description.
Oh, and outflops Doug here in this 3-bet pot.
It's like same with the holding points in the NFL. Check.
Doug does have the ace of hearts, though.
Holding kind of has rules where, like, if you grab inside the jersey or from the side, then they don't really, or then they'll call up. Otherwise, they don't really call too much.
Some games I just let them play. Calls 4,000.
Doug will check and make the call. And is set up for a cooler on the turn.
Yeah, nasty spot for Doug here. 16,000 already in the middle. He's destined to lose a good amount more. He's actually going to lead out small.
2,400.
Very small.
Yeah, once again, like when Owen led that 10 earlier that paired the board, Doug is saying, this card is better for me. So I'm going to bet it frequently and small. Doug would do this with a wide variety of hands, not just when he has an ace. But he's going to have an ace quite often.
Is the raise from Owen.
23,000 total.
Massive raise. At least relative to the bet size.
Yeah, basically a pot-sized raise. Doug not going to go anywhere, and he's going to need a queen.
Calls 23.
A heart could save him from putting in a lot more money as well. There's that heart. Doug does have the ace of hearts. I don't know quite how much that matters, because I don't think Owen would raise the turn with just like ace 7 of hearts, for example.
Sorry, how much are you playing? 20, 80, 100, 110, like 120? 100, 110, oh, sorry, no, it was more than that. 80, 90, 100, 110, 120.
How big does Owen want to bet? Does he want to bet at all?
Looks like he cut out about 46,000.
Yeah, about a 3/4 pot size bet.
46.
Targeting the exact kind of hand that Doug has. The big ace. Especially one with a heart. It's a tough spot for Doug.
All right, I didn't randomize the jam, but you were getting jammed on here sometimes. I got top pair. Let's see. What do we want to do?
Doug was going to jam as a
46,
bluff here some of the time.
23.
But he didn't randomize that number.
46 over 23.
The jam would have been absolutely sick. Kind of wish we had seen that.
Yeah, 62. And that is 46. It's a healthy bet. I think it's a hearts. It's a pretty good card to have. You're kind of repping. I wish you jammed. You're saying you have an ace beat. Values like min value, but I think any two pair. Yeah, you just want to beat an ace. Oh, it's hard to find a lot of bluffs here. There's like 10-9 and 10-7 suited. And then there's like, gotta be just like going ham with like pocket threes.
Doug is starting to suss this out correctly.
Why do I have this that much better? I'm actually folding some aces on turn, probably. Oh, it's so hard with the ace of hearts. I don't know if I'm going to let this go. Ace. This is a scary spot to bluff, too. I think you're supposed to. My heart says just to let it go, but I think the math says you're supposed to sometimes call. How much is it? 46. It's pretty. You gotta be pretty ambitious to bluff here. All right, we're gonna play the game of half the time I press call. All right. If this is the ace of hearts, I'm putting in the money. If this is the queen, I'm folding. You want to do the honors, Mickey? No, it's
$46,000 flip here.
Ace is a call.
Doug does not want to draw the ace of hearts.
Call.
There's the ace.
Nice hand.
He has shown the bad news, and that, I believe, is the largest pot we've had today.
Indeed.
Okay.
$46,000 flip. Definitely a rough spot for Doug. Owen now up
There aren't many people
over
who will hear
100,000.
My heart says to fold, and you're like, hey, there's a good chance I still get paid off here.
Yeah.
Raised to 44.
It was a weird game. Getting a fresh one off the top.
Scott hits his ace.
Check. $45. Call. Check. Check.
Will Doug fire again here? Or will he shut it down with king high? Oh my goodness. Huge bet incoming.
How much is it?
62,000. 63,000.
Man, I love this hand. Just my new favorite poker hand is Ace Jack.
He's kidding. Lost a lot last night with Ace Jack on the last hand of the stream. Makes the call. And Scott wins a huge pot.
I knew I was screwed when you had Ace Jack.
167,800. And Scott now is up 32,000 for the day.
But we're going to have a special guest by the fireside that's not one of the players.
Huh.
But only at 1,000 likes.
It's probably Shaq.
You think he can fit through the stream door?
No. I would renovate again. If Shaq like Kool-Aid Man through the door and ruined the whole studio, I think it'd still be worth it.
Big Terrace played down stream last weekend, and we have a barn door in the studio, and it rolls. But he was drunk off of 2 beers and forgot that it rolled, and he tried to go through the barn door, almost took it down.
No, I feel like you're trying to play real well right now.
Yeah, like.
Not really. I mean, if you saw this hand, you'd be
We're
like,
in
what are you
Texas.
doing?
You're supposed to be gambling.
You'd be like, why are you here?
Is real.
Talking again about how weak his hand is, but it's top pair.
There you go, Bill.
I like the disdain on that call.
Yeah, it was very cool. It was very
Well,
nice.
I
I feel like I'm in for like another 2 streets, and it's it's not gonna feel good.
Doug with a flush draw here. That's 6,000. Bill way ahead with his trips. Now a boat as Doug hits his flush.
What a river card here. 21.3 in the middle. Bill was talking about how weak his hand was early on before this hand was dealt. And now it's a boat versus a flush.
Ooh, and he's going for almost 2x pot. Is that 40 or 35?
A massive bet here from Doug.
30,000.
Oh, Doug was 30. Okay.
You know the raise.
1.5 times
How much
pot.
are we raising here, Jamie?
A lot.
North of 100 a lot?
Yeah, I think you might go like 120 or something. They have so much history. And Perkins really does like to splash around a lot, so I think he can get away with going really big when he does actually have it too.
I swing so much more in real life. And like this 30,000 bet, my heart is cacao. Yeah, fun. 75,000.
Oh, he doesn't go very
I'm
large.
making it 75,000.
Little speech about how fast his heart is pumping.
Yeah.
And then $75,000.
Wow.
Pot at 126, and we are just getting started, folks.
So hard to lay down the backdoor flush.
Wow, that's gonna be a tough one.
Doug hates it, but it's going to be hard to get away.
It's gonna be a tough one to get away from, I think. This is one of those spots where I feel like people don't really bluff. Your hand's so good.
Jungle's just in the middle, getting it in one ear from one opponent, another ear from the other.
Turning a queen.
Douglas, think of Otis.
Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get away from this. When you said that, I thought the chance you were raising was like
0.1.
Almost zero.
I want to play poker where they have the heart monitors. I
They used to do that.
I want to do my whoop right now. I really want to know my heart rate is.
They used to do that.
Got that whoop on too?
Yeah, the whoop.
No, the whoop's where it's at.
Do you think it'd be different if you were bluffing or had it?
Both ways.
One for a call, two for a fold, chat. If anybody can get away, it's Doug, but the way he's talking to himself right now, I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh, such a small raise. Kept me in, Bill.
The price too good for Doug. It was a small raise from Bill.
All
Bill
right,
went long. He calls.
Makes the call. Gonna see the bad news.
What did you have, Doug?
And Bill Perkins is on fire
Terrace,
right
we're
now,
getting right
17
into the
hands
needles here,
into
huh?
the stream.
No, I'm just curious.
I had a flush, Terrace. To give yourself credit, it's probably been like that in every other time you've ever played poker.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's like a crazy wild
like
thing.
watch it, like the deck looks like it's supposed to be right there, and it is too. Like the deck doesn't move or anything. So.
We're gonna get there.
37.
Doug, a half-size bet. Half-size pot with ace high.
Mickey, can you have them turn off the AC or turn up the heat or something in here? Are you cold at all?
It's pretty cold.
It's pretty chilly. A little bit chilly in here.
Open ender for Kevin.
22.
6, 9, 10, or jack is what he's looking for. Doug makes a big bet here with ace high. Kevin's going to come along. Big pot brewing here. Wow, Kevin.
Nutter Butters on the river for Kevin.
It is a club, though. Doug with the ace of clubs.
It's actually probably a bad thing for Doug because that means he's going to try to bluff.
Yep. Oh my.
And he's going really big.
Gonna be the
I think Doug can kiss that 60-something thousand goodbye.
Yeah, this is gonna be the biggest part of the day. Makes the call. By far, $181,600 pot. And the straight to Kevin.
Damn it.
And with that, Kevin is back at his
go back to
peak.
good hands.
Up 166K.
That was the net, though. You're making fun of me from a net button.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
you had a lot of, you know.
I've had some big hands. You're right. I did have some big hands.
You had a gutter. You have more. Oh, jeez. I just want to play.
Raise.
How about this? Hold on. I dare you to raise it more. No.
Doug with the bullets here.
Can we make a deal?
Can we make a deal? You raise it
I
more.
choose truth.
Yeah. Open to a larger size.
Choose truth. 6. What are you gonna do now?
Open ender and a flush draw for Jordy.
Baiting me out?
Yep.
How much did I get?
12-5 is the bet. Jordy with the combo draw.
Going for the 66%, aren't you? I know your style.
Heads up, that's my 125% flop. I have a small subset over bets. That one specifically. 9-8x non-connected straight.
Yep.
Really likes big sizes.
Oh wait, do I pay the time slot? Is it 4 or 8?
4, yeah, 4.
How much?
300.
Might have to pots under 50K rule. Pots under 50K rule.
What's that? Oh, I see.
There's the raise from Jordy
How much you buying,
to
Jordy?
45,000.
Let's see.
Both players very deep.
You should have like 520,000.
No, it's less than that.
He won 200 and then he won another 90.
There's other pots. 250. 270 behind, right? Yeah. Okay, I call.
Jesus.
Doug makes the call. There's the straight and the check mark for Jordy. It's like 75,000. Doug calls with 3 plaques. Huge pot brewing. Biggest pot of the day. Jordy improves. to the flush.
I don't want to see that river.
But it is a board pair.
I mean, it's going to be a very nitty check.
I lose them probably.
I had you in the turn for sure.
And aces are cracked. 258,500 goes to Jordy.
I can't mock that. I condone that. I guess 3,800?
3,800.
200 more for the extra 100 situation.
Love to have Bill here. One of the most entertaining players and nice guys around. Anytime he wants to come to Texas, we love having him.
Absolutely.
Or I guess I shouldn't say come to Texas. He lives in Texas, but he's not often in Austin.
Right.
That's what I understand.
Where amateurs like me
And
do
here we
not
got a
know
4-bet
when deep
into
stacks
Bill
are
with
cool.
queens. This could be a good opportunity for him to climb out.
15,000.
Call. Check.
$8,500.
Call.
Call.
Check.
Doug looking for an ace on the river.
Doug with the ace of spades might get a little more frisky here, planning to put it into the test on spade, which is all good news to Bill, who's sitting pretty here with queens.
42. No,
Outside bet.
Huge bet.
52,000.
52,000.
Call 52.
Here we go, folks.
Quick call. There's going to be an ace or perhaps the king. Oh, that is going to be a card. That's going to be a card.
Doug with the dry ace. Will he make another stab at this?
I expect Doug is going
all in.
To go all in.
Oh, my goodness.
This is going to take a while.
This is a tough spot. It's a 4-bet pot. He could be up against aces, kings,
It's really going to depend on
jacks,
what time it is.
or
What time is
flush,
it?
or bluff.
Yeah.
Bill asking what time it is.
Doug looks really fucking serious here. I feel like I've never seen him look more serious.
It's 148.
What do you think, Rick? Call or fold?
I think he's calling.
I think he's calling too. A painful but correct call. That's what I think is happening.
What do you think, chat? One if he calls, two if he folds.
Ah, you're so balanced.
A lot of people think he's going to call.
We got some twos in there. 70-30, 75-25.
Doug, if I went all in on the flop, I mean on the pre-flop, would you have called? Doug?
Doug's going to choose not to answer that question.
Is that a live thing?
All of a sudden, conversation stops. Huge pot. If he calls, it would be the biggest ever on a Lodge live stream. 420,000 is the record.
Pick a number between 1 and 7.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Call.
Oh, the randomization.
Yeah, he called.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Nice call.
Good number. Fucking Doug, you fucking put me to the test. Put me to the fucking test.
Huge
Sometimes
pot.
you have to.
I'm not the captain of calling school. I only graduated, you know, I was second in my class, but you know. Out of the fucking pit of despair.
Bill
What are you gonna do?
is going to double up through Doug.
Completely deep in the pit of despair.
I believe that just was the
I wish
largest
you had a
pot
different
ever
favorite
played on the
number.
Lodge
Yeah.
live stream.
How many numbers were calls?
I just want to tell you something. I know you guys might not believe this. All of them were calls. It was you. I just felt like doing that.